I think using the bridesmaids dresses that are all exactly the same and all exactly the same color and no individuality is so 92. So I would like that to be gone, which girls I think are shifting away from that. But that trend it's not a good one anymore.
Yeah. Welcome back to another episode of Unveiled. I'm your host, Ahmad McKinney. This podcast is all about the wedding industry and the people who make your wedding day special. Today, I have a guest, Heather Duncan. She is the manager of Blye's Bridal, Loft here in downtown Kokomo, Indiana. But before we go any further, let's hear a word from our sponsors. Vision Studio is a content creation agency based right here in Kokomo, Indiana. We are your one-stop shop for podcasting, commercial, real estate, photography, and even short-form content. We offer a wide range of services dedicated for business owners, influencers, and creators. We exist for that one common issue. And that one common issue is that many business owners and influencers struggle with creating high quality content or simply don't have the time to manage the post-production process. And that is where we come in. Our team handles all the heavy lifting on the back end, from recording and producing and editing for all of our clients. For example, if you want to come into the studio and create a podcast, all you have to do is bring the conversation. We will handle all the back-breaking stuff for you. So editing, adding lower thirds, creating the short form content for you to post. We will get all that done at a timely manner. That way you can post at your convenience, anytime, any place, and anywhere. Everyone, please welcome Heather Duncan.
Hi, thanks for having me.
Of course, how are you doing today?
Good.
Perfect. But before we go any further, please look in this camera right here and tell them what you do and what you guys offer.
Hi, I'm Heather from Blye's Bridal Loft, and we are a bridal gown store here in Kokomo. We also offer prom, mother's dresses, bridesmaids dresses, and we do suit and tux rental.
Perfect. So let's get into it. Heather, how did you get started in the bridal business?
It was by chance, really. Yeah. I was not looking for it. I worked in healthcare. Yeah. I met Laura, the owner of Blye's, and decided to go this route. Yeah. So by chance.
Yeah. So you worked in the healthcare before. What would you say is the big difference between the two?
Oh gosh, you still have to have your people skills. Yeah. So that's pretty normal, but I think the difference is you are constantly working with the public in this. You're trying to make someone's day special and make them happy. Yeah. So bringing out people's individuality and just, it's more of a one-on-one thing for me.
Yeah, I definitely think this is definitely a start of somebody's special day, even though it could be wedding, it could be prom, it could be the guys, tux and suits. But what do you think goes into making this day special for the client?
They come in with ideas. Yeah. So you always go with their ideas first. Yeah. Being a good listener and hearing what they want out of their day. We like to learn what their theme is, what colors they're going to use, where their wedding's going to be, which kind of helps determine which route they might want to go with the dress. Yeah. If they're outside, it might be less formal. Right. Indoors, more formal. So we just really pay attention to what our customers have to say and listen to their vision and help them get there.
Perfect. So when you're having this conversation, obviously you're being a very good listener, and then hearing what they have to say, how do you kind of change their mindset, or if you even do change their mindset, like, no, I think you should go with this dress because of X, Y, and Z in the third, or whatever you said, location, time, whatever.
Right. Sometimes what they're picking out or what their vision is for what they want isn't really working for them. You can tell by the look on their face if they're comfortable or not. So sometimes we redirect, I guess, a little bit we bring out some options of, you've picked out your options, what you like, your family and your friends I'll pick out, and now let us bring a couple out to you and see what you think. So sometimes that works and sometimes it doesn't.
Perfect. And I know you do, well, when we first talked and discussed a couple months back, I didn't know, because full disclaimer, we're coming out with a video for the business and other people that's going to be involved. So we have wedding videographers, photographers, you have Blye's Bridal, you have the party bus rental, you have the Hobson for the wedding venue, but I didn't know everything that was there in Blye's. how are you getting that out to the public to make them know, like, hey, we are more than just a bridal shop?
Right now I have about 40 girls in local high schools that are now our Blye's beauties. So they are helping us promote. So they are doing some TikToks for us, doing some modeling for us. We're going to be doing some community events to kind of get our name out there. A lot of it for them, obviously, is going to be prom driven. So I think that's going to help us get some of the other avenues out there, is having these local girls who are involved in their schools and involved in sports and involved in the community to help us promote what we have in a fun way.
Perfect. So also for the clients that are going wedding dress shopping or whatever you're doing shopping for, you guys offer a whole experience. Can you tell the viewers what that experience, what you guys offer?
Yeah, we have 2 different types of appointments for bridal. One is our platinum appointment, and that is $150. We do that after hours, so on Sundays or in the evenings. You can bring as many of your friends and family as you want. We serve snacks, and just to make it a private shopping experience for our customers. And then they'll get a discount off their dress that day if they purchase and say yes on that particular day. Then our signature bridal is no extra cost. That's an hour and a half, and that can be during the store hours. They have a designated stylist that goes with them, and we just run through a whole appointment with them to beginning to end, and we even get discussion in there about their bridesmaids' dresses and suit rental in that period of time with them.
When I went up there, I was just impressed of how open and nice it is. And not just open and nice, it's like you have almost like 3 different departments within the store. And I was like, how did I not know this was here? But it looks amazing. So let's jump into some of the current fashions right now. Kind of tell me what's in trend right now.
Trending right now is florals. Florals are huge. Floral veils, floral dresses, and that's not only with just like a muted or pale color florals. A lot of the girls are doing bright colors too. So they're adding a little more fun to their dresses. I think we went through the whole boho stage for a while.
Of course,
I think that's kind of trending out a little bit, but it's still there to a degree. A lot of girls I'm seeing are also going more classic. So simple and plain, and then making it fun and individual with their veil or flowers addition.
So you just got married recently as well. What are some trends that you don't like? You see it coming in the shop, you're like, what? Who thought of this?
Oh, man. I don't like the trends of the mothers have to wear specific colors. I think that's hard for them. It's hard enough to find a dress that a mom wants and is comfortable wearing. So then when they're tied down to specific colors that they have to wear, I think that is a little trying for them. So I don't like that trend. I don't know. I think that's really the only one that I'm right now struggling with as a mom, and knowing that feeling, and then you just kind of feel stuck. And it's hard to find what you need and want when you're tied down to specific colors.
Perfect. So let's get into, obviously, the most important thing is that, obviously, yes, you can come and, get a bridal dress, but also you have formal dresses, prom dresses, and also men's suits. Tell us about that.
So we do suit and tux rental. We do that through Jim's Formal Wear.
Is that local?
Anderson.
Okay.
So it is close if we need to run over there and pick something up. So far we haven't had to do that. But we have the guys come in and get measured, and then we take it from there. So we offer that service. We offer bridesmaids, obviously. We can do a whole party, different styles, different colors. We do offer formal dresses for parties. So for your New Year's Eve parties or your black tie parties, little black dress, anything like that, we do have multiple choices of different gowns or short dresses for that. And and mothers' dresses.
Yep.
So it's a lot. We use specific designers for those. So we have MacDougall, Tarani, and MG&Y through Maury Lee are big ones. So they have multiple options, and we can also order online if they see something they like there versus something in the store.
And I really like what you're doing as well. I might want to add too, is because you have all these different high schools in town, and you're pulling, talent, or what would be the right term for that? You're pulling some ladies in to kind of help promotion and everything, but also you guys have a lot of different selections. And one of the biggest things for me is another reason why I moved back to Kokomo is that everything should be here. Right. And how do you feel about people going outside of Kokomo when you have a place like Blye's right here?
Oh, it's tough.
Yeah.
Because you want to support your local business. We want everybody to come in.
Yeah.
Our styles and our prices are very comparable to anywhere else. We have been told that our customer service is better than a big city.
Yeah.
So I feel like we have so much to offer, equally as much as Indianapolis or Carmel. So it is hard to see people go in other places
100%.
to shop. So I'm trying to get it back local and doing some of these things in our community to show how involved we are, I think should be helpful in getting people back in. Of
course, I know you touched on it a little bit here recently. You say you want to do some community outreach and community engagement. What does that look like for you?
We're going to be doing the suicide prevention walk in September. We are going to be serving some meals for urban outreach.
Yes. That's a great program, by the way.
Yeah. So we're going to have our girls do that and spend some time with the kids and serve meals. We're going to do some other walks. The domestic violence walk. I think we're going to do that one.
Right.
Excuse me. And then probably do some gift wrapping and things like that during the holidays.
Right.
Maybe a coat drive. We have a big list that we're working
on.
A
ton of different lists, of course.
Yeah, and we're going to use different girls for different projects.
Right.
Because we do have girls from out of town.
Yeah.
So we have not only Howard County schools, but we do have Logansport, Oak Hill, Maconaquah, all involved as well. So we're going to try to reach out to a few of their communities and do some things in their area as well.
I think that's great. Food drives, gift wrapping, just giving back to the community as a whole is a definitely way to build a community and make people want to come into the doors. Speaking of coming into the doors, can you give me some questions that, when people are coming into the store, not even your shop, for these brides out here, when they're looking for a place to go, what are some questions they should be asking?
I would ask if they have a budget, what the gowns range in.
Yeah.
You don't want to go shop somewhere that you already know is going to be out of your budget.
Right.
So I would definitely ask, the price range of what you have to offer. I would ask what designers you carry. Some girls are very specific on which designer they want their gown to be from.
Right.
Hours, obviously, is important because of schedules. And then what other services that the shop would offer would be good questions to ask.
Perfect. What would you say is the most challenging thing about managing a bridal shop?
I don't know.
I say that because it can be very stressful.
It can be.
Because you're dealing with people's dresses, anything. I don't know what could go wrong. Maybe you could tell me what could go wrong, but I would imagine a lot of things could go wrong in that space.
Sure.
So what do you think are some challenges that you're like, please go right?
Suit measuring.
Yeah.
Measuring in general.
Yeah.
I think is always a challenge, and it's always a stress because it's got to be done just right to make sure what you're ordering for that person is correct and will fit them when it comes in.
Yeah.
And 90% of the ladies, and gentlemen not so much, but the ladies have to have some kind of alteration done to their dress anyway.
Yeah.
So whether it be a hem or some straps, something different. So as close as you can get to their correct size that they need without too much alteration, I think that's the biggest challenge or the biggest stress, the biggest worry to make sure that comes in perfect for them. Other than that, I don't know. It's a fun job.
Yeah, exactly.
It's fun. So your stress is always making the person happy. You want them to have the best experience possible when they walk in that store.
Exactly.
So I think that could become a stress because you want to work so hard to make sure they're happy.
Right.
But really, I don't know that there's
that's
huge
pretty simple
stress.
then.
It's a lot of fun.
Well, that's good. There's no wedding dress shopping is not stressful. Managing a wedding shop is not stressful at all. But I want to get to know you a little bit more.
Okay.
Who is Heather outside of Blye's?
Oh, wow. A mom and a wife.
Yep.
Gosh, that's an interesting question.
Yeah.
I don't know. You don't think about yourself like that too
Exactly.
much. A lot of me is work.
Yeah.
So right now I have, an adult daughter and a son that's a senior in high school. So right now my focus is on him pretty much because he's still in school and getting through the senior year. So I think that's more stressful.
Your son's a senior?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. I feel like last time I seen him, he was like, it's been so forever.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's crazy. Sorry.
Yeah, no. So I think that's more stressful than probably managing a bridal shop.
Right.
And I love to spend time with my family and my friends, and we enjoy kayaking and having dinner with our friends. So, easygoing, tired. I think I'm tired a lot probably.
Right.
But, just I like to have fun and enjoy life.
I feel you.
So
are you more outdoorsy or you more kind of like city?
I think it can go either way.
Okay.
Really, I love the city, but as I'm getting older, I'm much more outdoorsy and quiet.
Right.
Kind of
stay by yourself.
Peaceful.
I see. So you talked about your son. Let's talk about your daughter. I know she's probably going to watch this podcast, and she's in Florida right now, right?
She is.
What would it take for her to get back to Kokomo and help you make Blye's what you want to make it?
Oh, gosh.
So, Bree, if you're watching this, come back.
I know, yeah, please come back. I don't know, I can get her back. If we could have Florida weather here and a beach close, then I could probably get her back.
Right.
But other than that, no, I don't think I can. But I would love to have her back because I think it would be so fun to do something like this together.
Tell her that, all you have to do, buy a house down there, come work, and go there during the wintertime.
Yeah, it would be great.
What are you doing, Bree?
Yeah.
We're waiting.
We're waiting.
Now, so we got to know you a little bit better. Are you ready to get into some hot takes?
Okay.
Let's start with this one. This one's cool. And I tell you like I tell everybody else, if you want to answer, you can. If you don't have to.
Okay.
All right. Nothing crazy. How do you stay ahead of the bridal fashion trends? And how do they influence your offers at Blye's Bridal Loft?
We watch TikTok and social media. And being my age and not growing up with that, you would never think that that would be something that I would be doing all the time.
Yeah.
And I don't know that I like it, but it's part of it's a way of life now.
Exactly.
So I definitely watch the trends on social media, read magazines, look at articles online, and see what's trending. Unfortunately, our area seems to trend later.
100%.
So
100%.
what's trending now on the East Coast isn't probably going to hit us until next year.
Exactly.
Which is unfortunate because we try to bring some of those in the stores so that people can see the trends
before.
But everybody's kind of not ready to make that shift yet because it hasn't turned over here.
Exactly.
So that could be one of the challenges, I guess, too.
Okay. Yeah, for sure. Second question.
Oh.
She said, oh.
Oh.
What do you think is the worst wedding trend, bridal-wise, that you've seen?
Worst wedding trend.
It has to be something you like, oh, why?
I don't know. I think using the bridesmaids' dresses that are all exactly the same and all exactly the same color and no individuality is so 92. So I would like that to be gone, which girls I think are shifting away from that. But that trend is it's not a good one anymore.
Yeah. So what you mean by that? They're all your bridesmaids are wearing the same dress.
Yes, they look identical.
I see what you're saying. Okay, so I just thought of a hot take on my own there right now. What do you feel? How do you feel about the bridesmaids? I really like this trend, but the bridesmaids all wearing separate colored dresses.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
I think it shows their individuality. I know the brides, a lot of them are moving to that, and they have a color palette, and then they're telling the girls, this is what color you're wearing, or just go find a dress in this color. And florals are also coming in for bridesmaids dresses as well.
Really?
So that's kind of cool to see.
Nice.
But I do love that trend with the different colors and the different styles. It brings a whole different surface to your wedding look.
Right.
And almost a dimensional and texture thing.
Okay. Another hot take. I kind of like this wedding trend too, but I want to get your thoughts on it.
Okay.
What we are seeing now, especially as a videographer, photographer in the wedding field and industry, we are seeing that the bride is actually doing 2, maybe 3 outfit changes. Mm-hmm. What's your thoughts on that?
I think it's cool. I think it's great.
Yeah.
I think it gives them a chance to have fun. So they have their beautiful gown for their wedding, and they have all their photos, and then they can do something a little more fun for their reception. And then I think they're going to even a different outfit when they do their send-off or when they leave their
they're doing
reception.
different outfits. They're doing hair chops, everything.
Yeah, it's a lot. I think it's fun.
Yeah.
I've had a lot of girls come in though, and I've asked them that, are you going to do a different dress, like a reception dress, a second dress? And a lot of them are saying no, at least that I'm talking to, are saying no because I'm spending this much money on a dress.
Right.
I'm wearing it all night.
Right.
But I think sometimes they don't realize that the dresses are so heavy.
Yeah.
And that by the end of the night, you're tired.
Yeah.
Your back might hurt. So I think a second or third outfit I think it's really fun.
Right.
And it shows their personality.
Right. I like it. I love the trend. They go from cocktail dresses, everything. Okay, this one's kind of hot. This one's kind of steamy.
Okay.
Okay? Because now that I'm getting older and I'm starting being like a tightwad with my money and everything, how do you feel about wedding dresses being $10,000 or $15,000, or if they're even that much, and you're wearing it for one day?
That's outrageous.
Yeah.
First of all, no.
Yeah.
I mean, I would never do it. I don't understand that either. Yeah. I think that's a ton of money. I mean, we are well under that. I mean, I think we're running from anywhere 900 to 4,000 in the store. So I think it is a lot of money to spend to wear for one evening.
Yeah.
But I think it's been such a tradition to do that it's just worth it. And then you're going to have this dress for one day. Yes, you're only going to wear it for one day, but you have to see these pictures for the rest of your life.
Right.
So I think it is worth it as the investment for what you're getting out of it and making your day special. Do I think it's a lot of money? I do.
Yeah.
I do think it's a lot of money to put out. And that's why we try to make them feel the best they can in whatever dress they pick.
Exactly.
And hope that they feel absolutely beautiful in their day. And helping women, do that is our biggest goal in the store, is to make you feel beautiful.
Is there a company out there that buys back wedding dresses? You think?
You'd think. I'm sure there is.
Right.
I'm sure there's some kind of consignment out
there.
there.
Maybe we need to. No, I'm joking. I'm joking. But that's all the hot take question I have for you. Before we go, you told me something in the store. I want to make this publicly known too, that you guys have a big sale going on. Mm-hmm. Tell them about what you have to offer right now.
Right now we have discontinued dresses that we can't order anymore.
Yeah.
So those are marked down significantly.
Yeah.
Because we can't order them.
Exactly.
So they're off the rack in the sizes and the colors that they are, but some of them are marked down as low as $300. So we do have some really good deals. So it isn't just the high-end price. It's the high-end designer, but we have some that are lower price. So that's wonderful. We have some other things that we do have marked down. We're doing a stylist featured dresses right now, and we're doing those 40% off the rack right now to clear out some inventory. We're
40% off, y'all.
Yeah, and we're getting all of our new fall 24 dresses in. So we're trying to make room to get that new stock in and show off all these fantastic new designs that are coming in the door. So we do have a lot of sales going on. Absolutely.
Perfect. Well, I just want you to plug that really quickly. But that has been an episode of Unveiled. Heather, thank you again for coming in. But before we go, tell them in this camera again where they can find you and where you're located.
We are downtown Kokomo at 321 North Main Street. We are on the second floor. We are across the street from the Howard Behavioral Building, and we're in the same building as O'Donnell Legal Services. So you can find us on the second floor.
Heather, thank you again. Please make sure you like, share, and subscribe. And that has been the episode of Unveiled. See you soon.